Oh, and if you're wondering how the process went for me, because a lot of people are interested in like the immigration process. So when I came under a green card that I got from my mom that she got from her husband. And so the green card that I got was a temporary one for I think 2 years or 5 years. And then after the year is up that they give you on the card, you go back, you renew, and you get a longer term one. So the one that I have now is 10 years. And then after that, when I do my swearing in, my next my naturalization number, I guess, will be my my status here.
Yeah, they take away your green card when you swear in.
Right. So, and then I gotta do American passport application and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's the last step.
Yep. And the journeys will begin. So if you want to hear about Simas' immigration story, please stick around.
Yeah, we'll see when we get to that one though.
Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed my story. Migrated here in 2012, right?
I didn't know you back then.
I need him to check my facts because I'm not very good at remembering dates.
You migrated in 2012 and you're asking me when I met you in 2015.
Whatever. So I came in the summer of 2012 and I just finished high school in Jamaica. I went to Titchfield High School. Woot woot, big up. Titchfield is in Portland, if you don't know where that is. And when I came, I went to Connecticut. Like, I was living in Brooklyn with my mom, but I went to Connecticut because my friends from high school and primary school were already in Connecticut. You know the twins, right?
Yes, I do know the twins.
Yes, so yeah, they were already...
Twins that don't look alike.
They're not identical twins. Yeah, they were already in Connecticut, so I was like, it's boring here. I want to go where my friends are, so I went there. And I was trying to go to school there, and then they found out my age, and they was like, nope, this girl is too old. She can't be in our school. So
rewind. Somebody that graduated high school, going to Connecticut to go to high school.
To go to high school, yes. So they're like, nope, she's too old. She can't be in our school. Like, I joined the soccer team. We were about to have our first match, and then I got like kicked out of school because I was too old. I told you that, right?
Yes, I know. I know that story.
So yeah, so then life started taking a turn. So I moved back to Brooklyn, moved back in with my mom. And then she decided to enroll me in high school again. As if they didn't just tell her that I can't be in high school because I'm too old.
And graduated.
So this time, it worked. They took me in high school, and they didn't only take me in high school, they put me back 2 grades. So instead of being a high school graduate, I was like an 11th grader or a 10th grader. 10th grader, yeah. So I spent 2 years.
No, 11th then.
No.
If 11th and 12th.
Yeah.
That's 2 years. 10th would be 3 years.
No.
10th, 11th, and 12th.
Alright, yeah. Whatever he said. Yeah, so they put me in the 11th grade, and then I did 11th and 12th grade in high school here. And then I finally got to go to college. And I went to college in another borough, I guess, kind of. I went to college in Staten Island. And it was just nothing close to what I was expecting college to be. It was... to say the least, very different from my high school, because my high school was predominantly black and my college was predominantly white. So talking about jumping from Jamaica to a black American high school to a white American college. So my life was just like whoop, 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 up and down pretty much.
Yeah. So how different was high school in Titchfield and then Connecticut and then Brooklyn? How was you, like, quick like glance at each school?
So in Titchfield was the bomb. La bomb. Titchfield. First of all, when you're in Jamaica and you live in Portland, the dream school to pass for, because you have to do a test to pass from from primary school to go to high school. So when you do that test, everybody wants to go to Titchfield. So because I'm so smart,
Maybe we should put some pictures in there.
I passed for Titchfield.
Do you have
Yeah,
pictures?
I can find pictures.
Yeah, we'll put them pictures.
So I'll show you pictures of when I went to high school. I was an ugly kid, let me tell you.
Not an ugly kid. You were a nerd, but you were not ugly.
Yeah, but Titchfield, alright, so the major difference is that with Titchfield, you could go outside for lunch. There's a big playground in the middle of the school. You're not as restricted as you are in an American school where they lock you up like in a cage or something like that. And it's just like so many rules. You can't run in the hallways. In Jamaica, we never had hallways. We had corridors. It was just like corridors. I mean, like outside, because our school was tropical, so we didn't have to like cage the students in to protect them from the winter. And the teachers were different. You have to approach your teachers with caution and respect because they will slap the shit out of you. I got slapped in in primary school, not in high school, but you have to respect the teachers. You can't like talk to them anyway. Like how I see the kids in Brooklyn talk to the professors, they would act like they're their friends or like their enemies. Pretty much, they talk to them however they wanted, and respecting the teachers. And you wouldn't try to fight someone's mom. Like if somebody did something to you and I'm like, okay, I'm bringing my mom tomorrow, like you're not gonna be like, okay, bring her, let's see what happens. No, in Jamaica, if somebody said they're bringing their mom, everybody's gone, out. You don't want to stick around for that person's mom to come, or at least when I was growing up. Those are the major differences that I can remember. And the school lunch. The school lunch in Jamaica was actually good now that I could compare it to the one here.
Oh my goodness.
And my aunt worked in the school cafeteria, so you know, I had the free lunch hookup.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
American school lunches are disgusting. I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
We used to get like pizza. The bottom was like black. And it was like cardboard. And then cheese on top of it. It was so
I remember the burger. The burger. Oh my god.
We had mold in our burgers, man. Yeah, that was bad. Like the parents got together at some point, but I don't think the school cared.
Mold? Damn. The one Go ahead.
No, but fun fact, did you guys know that American schools and prisons are run the same way?
That's quite sad.
Yeah. It's run off the same logic, same idea. They're treated the same way, and kids are basically treated like prisoners.
That's so sad, man.
Yeah. Did you guys have metal detectors or no?
No, in Connecticut. Oh, I didn't even talk about Connecticut. In Connecticut, you have to go through a metal detector every time you went into school. You'd have to strip your bag, open it out. I think they had a shooting at the school that I went to, and it was just horrible. Like the rates, they did like rates of HIV, STDs, like syphilis, gonorrhea, pregnancy rates. There was like 15% of kids at my school in like the 10th grade level that were pregnant. 13% I had like STD or something like that, and I'm just like, where are we? Yeah. Are we in school? Or it was crazy. Like honestly, I thought that my life in Jamaica was good. I was never hungry. I was always having like money to go to school. My uniforms were always pressed. My white shirts for school were always white. Like my mom made sure that we weren't lacking of anything.
Swinging on vines.
Going down the hills. My childhood in Jamaica.
Or whatever you guys used.
Man, we would go on these palm leaves that would fall out of the sky, and we would like sit like 6 of us on one, because they would be big, and we used to take that down a hill and be swerving through like trees and bushes.
Do you think that's how Jamaicans learn to bobsleigh?
Probably. But yeah.
Anyway, back
why I came here. So yeah, I didn't think my life was a mess. I didn't think I was like poor or whatever, but to come to find out that I was actually poor. My mom was actually struggling on her own because she was a single mom. She and my dad split up like when I was 8 years old. And she decided that she wanted to look for a better life for us. And for me and my sister, I have a sister. But the main immigrant story is for a better life. I don't think anyone that's living in a good country would come here for a better life, because what would be the better life, you know? So yeah, that's pretty much the reason why I came here. We came in the summer. First, it was just me and my mom, and then Shauna came after, and now the 3 of us are here. And
3 different boroughs.
In 3 different boroughs, yeah. So we live in New York, but we don't live in the same boroughs.
So if you didn't come to the U.S., And if your mother was, she said, okay, we're not going to the US, we're going to stay in Jamaica, how do you imagine your life would have been? 2012, you don't come to the US, you stay in Jamaica. What happens?
So I probably would have went on to college. It probably would have been expensive to afford because college there, my friend that went to college in Jamaica, she's actually done now, so I probably would have been done too. She told me that the prices are crazy, so I imagine my mom would be struggling to pay for me to go to college. My dream college was the University of the West Indies because it's just like where everybody goes after they're done with Titchfield, or University of Technology, or UTech. So I feel like I would be in one of those colleges, or probably not. My mom probably would have never been able to afford it. Yeah, college or working, I think. Hopefully not pregnant.
So, question for you. Are you happy with the way things turn out for you in the US?
At first, definitely not. I mean, I would go back every single chance I get. And I once went back in a hurricane, like it was Hurricane Sandy, and I was like in a plane going to Jamaica. When I landed, there was like no water, no light, but I was so happy to be there. But at first, definitely no. I couldn't adjust. I couldn't get used to the life. It was too cold. It was too hot, like Simas always says. But now, I could definitely be appreciative and thankful to my mom for taking me here. And another thing is, I'm completing college. I don't know if I would have the opportunity to go to college. As I said, I don't know if my mom would be able to pay for it. And I don't know if I never came here, I don't know if I would have met you,
That's true.
Maybe you would have met me on a random trip to Jamaica, but
You're right.
I don't know. I mean, so many things happened, and it just like lined everything up in the right way for us to meet.
Everything had to happen like perfectly for
us
everything
to meet.
align. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I feel like I'm happy with my life here.
So do you think you would have traveled as much if you stayed in Jamaica?
Not as much, but I think I would eventually travel because my friends are traveling a lot, and in like the work study program that they have at UE, I would eventually come here for work. So I think, yeah.
Now that you've been here for a little while, 6 years? 7 years, almost.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy, right?
So, right before you came to the US for the first time, how did you imagine the US to be versus the reality of how it actually was when you got here, and how it your thoughts evolved after being here for a while?
So I had cable TV when I was younger, and I lived in Jamaica. And I imagined it to be like on TV. I mean, it's the portrayal that everybody has and that they give to you. It's like this virtual like reality. But then when I came and I landed at JFK, I guess that's probably most people's entry point into the country, like yours. When I landed at JFK, yeah, me too. Yeah, when I landed at JFK, came out, I'm like, yeah, I'm in America, Smelled the air, it was stink. It stank so bad. I'm like, wow. It smelled like, I don't even know what it was, because at the time I just didn't know. Then when my stepdad came and picked us up, and he took us back to Brooklyn. He took us to Canarsie, actually. Oh my God. I did not know where we live, and I didn't know how he could figure out that that's where we live, because every house looked the same. The same 4 steps leading up to the front door. And my first couple of days at school, I got lost right in front of my house. And I saw my neighbor, and I was like, do you know where I live? The guy was like, you live right there. What is wrong with you? So yeah, I didn't expect all the houses to look the same.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I didn't expect the air to stink like that. I expected it to look like California or something. Or Manhattan.
This is kind of going back to how you got lost. I know when I asked you when you said you lived in Jamaica, it's like, how do you tell the street address or something? Because for me, when I lived in Lithuania, it's like, okay, what street do you live on? 123 ABC Street, easy. For you, okay, you lived in such and such building number. Why didn't you just look at the door? But your culture, you don't really have that.
My culture is you go in that lane, you go past that mango tree, you grow on that side there, and then you take a right, probably, and then
which way is the right?
you reach it this way. See, I remember.
Alright, I'll give you that one.
Anyways, guys, that's just a snippet of my immigration story. If you watched our previous vlogs, you would have seen when I went to take my citizenship test.
That was back in August.
Back in August, and like yesterday I got a message saying that I have my swearing in ceremony, and then after that I'm gonna be a US citizen. So congrats to me, and thankful to my mom for making it possible for it to happen. And pretty soon we'll be telling you about Simas's immigration story next, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, mine's quite different.
If you have any questions about like immigration, I'm now an expert. So you can go ahead and leave a comment there. Anyways, guys, see you in our next vlog. And thanks for helping me tell my story.
Yeah, I'm always here to support.
Yep. You next.
Yep.
Alright guys, bye.
Bye.